Sacramento, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinals. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the SMU Mustangs, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. He'll bring it out. It's Worley. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So SMU's offense will start this game off with the football. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a beast, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical toe.
Oh, he's got some space. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Leaves it with the running back. Fights off the defender. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And the Mustangs can really attack on this second and short. They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a first down.
Neutral zone defense.
Defense a little too anxious there. They're just making it easier for this offense. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Mustangs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Mustangs will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Oh, the spin move. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. So Stanford's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We just need to see what they do today.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Cardinal come to the line facing third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. The quick out. Turning it on. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Stanford now has it in the red zone. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. He is down at the one. A terrific run after the throw and catch. It's first and goal as Stanford comes to the line. Trying to bully their way in. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal?
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Looking to throw on third and goal. Now improvising. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Good, right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened
there. He's got him. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
In offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
They go to the wide receiver screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Mustangs line up to punt it away. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Cuevas. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. Stanford wants to push the pace. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on big tight end, makes the grab, it's a 1st down. Looks as if Stanford will have enough for the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the 1st option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Stanford comes to the line, and that 1st down marker is a long way away. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll take it on the return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Pulls it in, it's 4. All the way out to the 38-yard line, it's a gain of 15. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Back to pass. Intercepted. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Callow. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Stanford with a lot of options here on second and short. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely...
He's into the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The Cardinal will have to come up with a huge play to keep this drive going on third down. Looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Petty. At the 35, he's open. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They go to the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Snags it. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. The give to the tailback. Follows a good block there. Picks up 3s out to the 9.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Mustangs decide to punt it away. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Makes the grab close to the logo. And the returner will be dragged down. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups.
There he goes. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Callow. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Caught behind the line. It's Petty. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy...
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Stanford! The AT unit on the field.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Grabs behind the line, it's 4. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Mustangs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They're working that left side. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the...
Oh, he's got some space. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. And the Mustangs have their offense in high gear. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Gets it out quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. It's good. This is now a 7-point game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Auburn went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Tigers ever do that?
The give to the back.
Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Throws for the tight end. It's incomplete, and it also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. With the catch, it's Cuevas. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. Trying to take it back. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Scrambling away. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll try the run. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Caught on the outside, it's Cuevas. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Looking downfield on 1st down. And they're not on the same page there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Let's see what they dial up on this 4th down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down. Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Rushes on him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And there's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll run it. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Palo Alto. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Stanford Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Mustangs will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to...
Turning it off! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First down for this offense. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for room. It's Petty. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Callow.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
Yeah, and a nice job on 3rd down, managing the situation, understanding what I needed to get. Nice job reading the defense, handing the ball off, and the running back knowing I got to get to those first down markers and get that first down.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Got a little space.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. The problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. The carry going off right tackle here. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
Stanford at the line on first down. Let's see if they lean on that offensive line. Let's go. Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Calvo. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Cardinal can be aggressive here on second and short. He'll pull it on the read. Runs through a tackle. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Wide out trying to get in. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. Stanford comes up with a first and goal. The inside handoff. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Trying to pull his way in. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. Third and goal from the 2. Slams it ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinal! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. It's complete to the right. Breaks into the open. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Jones. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. Leaves it with the back. Still on his feet at the 45. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Mustangs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Wide receiver going in motion. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. Shoots through that hole and picks up 5. He's out to the 11.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And that was the free safety, right? That looked like a skinny guy. Usually it's the big boys up front that are getting the sacks on the quarterback, but it's nice when you got guys of different speed that can chase these fast quarterbacks, catch them, and get them on the ground.
Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you've got the offense right where you want it.
One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Hit as he throws. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cuevas. At the 35, he's loose. There he goes. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Stanford! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good foot.
There he goes! Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Ford. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. It's complete to the left.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
A strike downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Plows through the defense. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Under fire. Trying to get rid of it.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
On 4th down, looking to pass. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a double.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. working that wide receiver screen. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Cardinal come to the line facing third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Stanford at the line on first down. Let's see if they lean on that offensive line. The give to the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab on the left. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. It's first and goal as Stanford comes to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
They'll run it on third and goal. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be fourth down. So now on comes the field goal unit. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Makes the catch. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense. defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll give it to the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.